Peace, everyone. Welcome to season 2, episode 4 of Three Spiritual Chicks. My name is Jazz, aka Jazz the Medium.
I'm T, aka Rose Red.
And I'm Joy, aka A Joyous Connection.
What's
I just wanted
up?
to welcome everybody back. I hope everyone is doing well this week. I hope everyone is handling this Mercury retrograde, and we got this full. Isn't it a full moon coming up, or a full moon or something like that?
It's
Look, I ain't been paying
I
attention.
think it's tonight. I know when I was
It's a
on my
lot going on. I just
it
Hmm,
is.
hope everybody's been doing pretty good.
I want to share
So how
something.
y'all been doing?
I've been good.
Go ahead. You
yeah.
No, I just want to share
yeah.
something I
What you
saw
want to
on
share?
my way home. Y'all, on my way home, somebody got their Christmas lights up already. Like, can we get to Thanksgiving?
I have
This
a
is the first
confession
time
to
I've ever
make.
seen Christmas lights that early.
I have a
Really?
confession to
Hmm.
make.
Uh-oh.
Me, my lights ain't
Somebody got
out
their
yet, but
Christmas tree
they
up.
unpacked. They ready to be put out. They ready to be put out. I'm sorry, y'all. Look, I know y'all wanted me to go when I was Mrs. Shane. My stuff just might be up before Thanksgiving. It might be up.
Yeah, them baby
Oh,
said, go ahead and get that tree
Let them
out.
people enjoy the season.
Tiara hating on the Christmas lights being up.
Hey, no judgment, only understanding. But this is the first time I've ever seen Christmas lights up that early. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Like I literally did a double
Girl,
take.
I'm in Ohio. I see them up all year round. People don't be
Okay.
taking them down. It be July and they Christmas lights be on every night. You take them down.
I mean, it's pretty though. It was
I guess it
decorated
might be
really
seeing something.
nicely.
Okay. Y'all want to talk about y'all week?
Well, I'm gonna let Joy go first since she didn't get to share her paranormal activity.
Gosh. First. Okay, first we'll start with Jazz. So from if you guys tuned in last week, I hope y'all did. Um Jazz called me my mom's name, Joyce. And I was like, hold up. You didn't throw me off. My mama let me know she here. So after the after the podcast, we sat and we talked and Jazz relayed some messages from my mom. And the messages was great and it was well needed. So thank you again, Jazz, for that. Um, I don't mind sharing some of the messages pertaining to my kids. So I knew the first thing after Jazz did the message to oh, I gotta give you that confirmation. She said my mom said grandpa got has some guns. So I told my husband and he was like, I don't know if grandpa Arnold have no guns because he, even though he was in the army, he wouldn't have any guns. He's just not like that. He's a religious man, not like that. Maybe my other grandpa. So as we went down to the Harvest Fest this weekend, his aunt is talking. And his aunt is like, yeah, Pop he came outside because these people was walking up and down the street before he went through what he's going through right now. Like we walked there, they was walking up and down the street, and I looked out and I looked at that bulge in his side, and I knew, So, and Tony was like, hold up, he had some guns. He said, yeah, he got a whole bunch of guns in the back room. So Tony talked about, oh, this made it real. Okay. This made all. Of course, my husband believed what we do, but he was like, that confirmation was just crazy. He just knew his grandpa didn't have no guns.
That's
So
funny.
that was funny, y'all. And then when Jazz started talking about my mom and the messages she had for my kids, if anyone knew my mother, she was like I would say when it comes to the kids, I'm not one of those kids that go to the PTA meet. I mean, not kids, Lord. I'm not one of the parents that go to the PTA meetings. Like I don't really like talk to people, but my mom was super into that. And then if it came to like education, things that she felt like the kids was lacking in, mama, I would tell my mother, and she would be the first one. She wouldn't even give me time to go talk to the school or anything. So Jan started with that. And I was like, yep, this is Joy saying all day. So I called the school. I did everything I was supposed to do that she told me to do. And had conversations with my kids as well. My mama also said something about me being moody. And so I asked my husband, y'all, I told my husband, he said, I ain't gonna lie though. You have been a little bit moody, but I ain't saying that, and all I've been doing is, babe, you okay? You okay? And I said, you know what? Say, how my mama gonna say I be moody and she be moody? She used to be moody all the time, but I get it. I just
You
thought
did it
all
from
that was funny. That whole conversation was funny. He also mentioned, I said the part about my mom saying that, continue with my weight loss. And Tony said that what you said, Jazz, as far as what she said, as far as they can see it and things. So Tony was like, I agree with your mom. He was like, I can look at like you on some days and I can see the progress that you making. It may be small to you, but I can see it. So I was like, so I'm just giving Jazz all these confirmations and things. Talk to my sisters and things as well. The messages there, and it was just great. You know. So thank you again for that.
No
Um,
problem.
I wanted to tell y'all that as well because Jazz be on point with everything. I know we be on point, but Jazz be like to all that. But I just thought that was so funny with Tony. He was like, "But oh, hold up, serious, serious."
It was funny because she slid in, and I usually don't give people messages without permission. And some people they're private, they prefer to be private, but she slid in, and I knew she was here because I was freezing. Oh my gosh, I was freezing, and I felt her standing over me. It's almost as if she was demanding me to talk to you right now, and I'm like, like, cause she's standing, so I keep wanting to look up like this, like, no, hold on, and she's looking at me like, nah, you gonna talk right, you gonna tell her what I got to tell her. Her energy
you
is
called it
very
down
bold.
too.
She's very bold. She's very like, if she got something to say, she gonna say it like right now. She's not gonna wait. She's not gonna hold off. She gonna come in and say her voice is gonna be heard.
Mm-hmm.
That's how my
Like,
mom was with the school. I never had to go to school. My mom went to school. If the kids had a problem, she went. If the PTA,
mm-hmm.
she went to talk to the teacher. She had the Board of Education on speed dial. She thought something wasn't fair. She was calling Board of Education. That's how my mom was.
Yeah, my mom sat in all the seats when we moved here from DC. She sat in all those seats, which played a part. When we was in DC, she worked for one of the House of Representatives, so she just carried that on down with her, talking to the school boards and everything. Yeah, hot mess,
Uh,
Joy fan. Okay, so down to my paranormal stuff. Y'all, Halloween was a damn trip. Okay, that's all I want to say. Firstly, so we went down to my husband's family's hometown and own a lot of the land down there, but we have to stay because we don't really stay in the houses. We went to the hotel. Got there, hotel, we had to change rooms. Change rooms, we sitting there talking. I'm looking down on my phone as they trying to make plans, see when we going to the store and things. I look up and I never see like full body apparitions like they are sitting right there. Like this shit scared the hell out. Like I look up, like I was like responding to the kids, and I was like, "Oh," my husband said, "What's wrong?" I said, "Babe." I said, "Yeah." He was like, "What you see?" I was like, "Yeah, I ain't see nothing." He's like, "Nah, what you see though?" I was like, I, he said, Do we need to be concerned at this point?" I said, I don't feel like it's like malicious or anything like that, but I did see someone standing right in between the girls. She looked to be about their ages. The oldest girl's age, kind of in between. She was Caucasian. I don't know the time frame, but that blew me. That was the start of it. That night goes on. And so I'm in the bed. I'm like, okay, we do our little festivities. I'm like, okay, let me try to go to sleep. I go to sleep. And if y'all experience this, let me know. Because I don't know how to describe this. But I'm going to sleep, laying down. As I'm laying down, it's like the spirits was lined up to talk to me through my mind's eye while I'm trying to go to sleep. So this is how I went from one person telling me their life story, telling me who they are, trying to communicate, and then they'll leave. The next person to come here, and then they'll leave. The next person to come here, and they'll leave. Like they telling me, I'm like, I was pissed off because I was tired, and I'm like, I don't know why y'all doing this to me. Let me go to sleep. I woke up, got out the bed, and I said, you know what? Let me just write in my journal because they not gonna let me sleep, and I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. With y'all feeling like y'all can just talk to me like this right now. I ain't really never had that, so that blew me all blew me all the way. Tony woke up the next. He woke up. He was like, "Baby, you all right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm good." He was like, "Nah, you all right?" I'm like, well, I ain't getting no sleep because these spirits was talking to me all night, and I don't even know what to do about this. Because I don't understand why they were lined up like that, just back and forth, just trying to talk to me. But I understand because I mean, but it was like I wouldn't be able to communicate with whoever they wanted to communicate. They just tell me their life story and their family, and then moving on to the next. The weirdest shit ever. That was my weekend. It only happened that first night on Halloween. Didn't happen the rest of the night. And then look, I called myself putting up a protective bubble and saying, "Oh no, we're not. Nobody's gonna bother. They're not gonna talk to me while we in this." After I saw the apparition. Um, that didn't work. That didn't stop them from talking to me. So that was my weekend. That was a lot. Sorry.
Nah, you fine. Well, as we know, the veil was thin. So, um, yeah, understood. I had a similar experience. I can say that.
I'm sorry, just real quick for Joy.
Hmm.
I just wanted to tell you real quick, they're always there. It's just that sometimes our awareness isn't as, because we know how to kind of, our brains naturally block some of that off.
Mm,
But I have a feeling that they know, like the ones that can see and hear them. It's like not having, to me, sometimes I feel like it's not having someone to talk to for a long time. And finally somebody pop up and, oh, you can see me, you can hear me, you know what I'm saying? They would have a whole conversation with you, like tell you their whole life story. But I think they're always there. We're just not tuned into the same channel, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
mm.
Hmm.
So you had it
Well,
on, the right channel.
yeah, I don't need that again while I'm trying to go sleep. Okay, they can do it. Let me not be sleepy because yeah, my eyes were so heavy. The next day, I'm like, Tony's mom was like, "You okay? You ain't getting no sleep," and she's super religious. So Tony ain't want to explain what went on. He was like, "She ain't getting no sleep." He tried to make a whole little story about what he felt like it was to kind of ease her. So. Mm, okay. That's my life.
Well, as I think Jazz said it, one of the podcasts, was talking about how we have our porch lights on. So, yeah, because you already know how they be lining up in here, and mm, the volume is definitely starting to get turned back up. So who last week? What do y'all want to hear first? Y'all want to hear visitations or dreams? Because it was a lot of shit going on for me last week. Um, First, I want to say from Tuesday through Saturday, my spirit team woke me up every morning around 2:30, 3 o'clock. Okay. I was begging to go back to sleep. No, that wasn't happening. So, um, and Joy helped me to gain clarity on what they wanted. Some stuff I could hear, some stuff I understood. But basically, they're telling me that I am they're ready for me to go to the next level and open up more spiritual gifts, right? Okay, sure. Great. Friday morning, Halloween. Oh, I got a question about that too. Jazz, before I forget my question, Jazz and Joy, is there a hierarchy of like the spirit guides versus our ancestors? Like, is there like a different level? I have a question about that. But Halloween, I was woken up at 3 o'clock in the morning. And I'm just lying there like, okay, trying to see what messages they have for me. But the interesting part was because y'all know I just dropped story time. Hope everyone's been enjoying them. And who did I mention in the last video before Halloween was goddamn Whitney Houston? Whose ass tried to come through on Halloween morning but Whitney? But I heard her music, the song How Will I Know? Is that Whitney? Yeah, How Will I Know?
I wanna know.
So, but they shut her down. When I say I heard her music, next thing you know, I saw like my team come in and I didn't hear any more from her at all. But Joy, you just mentioned how people were lining up. The experience that I had, I literally was seeing faces. It was almost like, oh, like a time travel. Like I'm in something and I'm just going through like a tunnel of the universe. And as I'm going, I'm seeing different faces, and they're going so fast I can't describe them. So that was definitely different. I've never had something like that before. It's literally like, yeah, like I'm just on a spaceship, like going through and seeing different faces. Um, One of the dreams I had, and y'all can help me with this. I'm there is someone who actually assisted me on my spiritual journey. She's walking in front of me, but her back is to me. And then when I look up ahead, like after everything is done, I see my pop pop. What was in between me and my pop pop were a bunch of dead snakes. Okay. That shit was a little bit creepy. Black snakes, I think they call them coral snakes. The ones that are black, white, red, or yellow, like with the rings around them. I saw two of them like right before I got to my pop pop. And mind you, we're walking on a sidewalk, but in the street, it looked like a really big snake, but it was in the shape of like the dragon. It looked like it was different sections. It was cut up like you'll see like a big hump and then the street, another big hump, then the street, and then the tail of it was like off to the side in between the street and the sidewalk, in between the other snakes that were like dead on the sidewalk. That was creepy because I'm walking and I'm being told like, "What you scared of? Come on, you're fine. Like I'm clearing the path for you." And then when I got to my pop up, he just looked at me and smiled. Another dream we had ET make a visit. I always blame those on Jazz. She know I love her. But ever since she started telling her stories, that's when I started having visits. But this one was different. I think it was a gray. Um, but it was one of those like how we just said like you see me, like it literally looked at me like, oh shit, you can see me. And I'm like, yeah, what are you doing here? And then it was trying to run, and my sister is like coming down the stairs of a house that's definitely not familiar, and I'm like, just kick it. So she tries to like kick its head, and it ended up like stepping up on like a chair or stool and like evaporating through the vent in the ceiling. Um, and last but not least, another part of my dream, I was a mermaid. Never had that experience before either. But it was almost like a yacht party, but a baby fell into the water, and I literally jumped in the water to save it. But as I'm in the water, I could see my tail. So I end up like catching the baby before falling all the way down, and I just threw it up to the family. So yeah, it's been. I think that's everything. I might come back, but it's definitely been an interesting ass week. And yeah,
So you telling me you just threw a baby, just threw a baby went flying up to the
but
family?
the
I was just
but let me make you laugh though. The funny thing is how I did it was almost like I did it like a football. Like I literally like because I was on the yacht deck with the family. And I like literally jumped in and I took it and like had it in my left arm and just fling it back to the family. Yeah, I did. But I saved it. That's the bottom line. I saved it. But I was like, wait. When I woke up for that, because y'all know I record my dreams, and I was like, I went back to listen to it. I was like, oh shit, I was a fucking mermaid. Like, where the hell did that come from? So it's been an interesting week. Very interesting. Oh, and last but not least, I'm sorry. And then on Friday, while I was at work, after my team told me like gifts are ready to start, sitting at my desk, and I literally see like two, I say spirits, as Joy just said, apparitions walk past my desk, and I just look and did like this. I'm like, okay, mind y'all, they already had my ass up since 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay, like I've only literally got maybe 4 hours of sleep. So, yeah, it's been an interesting week. I'm done. What
so
you
what was
got going
that first question
on?
you asked? I try to remember your questions, but you had a question. What was the first question you asked?
Oh, is there a hierarchy to like the spirit guides versus like
Okay.
your ancestors?
I don't know if I would call it a hierarchy, but there are some that will be closer to you than others. And as far as your spirit guides, like from what I was told, when I learned more about my spirit guides, they all had different functions or different reasons. So
Okay,
depending on where you are at some point, that's the one that'll be with you the most. Like when I first stepped into my spiritual journey, um, my first spirit guide that I remember seeing was a little Native American man. He had to be about maybe 5 feet, 5'1". And his name was Ka, which I
okay.
found out later that Ka means spirit.
Mm-hmm.
But so that probably wasn't even his name. I was like, "What's your name?" He was like, "Ka." That was it. But he was with me quite a bit at the beginning of my journey, and then I started to meet other ones. Like I had one that was a healer. She was a little African girl. She had cornrows, this beautiful chocolate face and smile. She was a healer, like a plant healer. I had her. I had John Spear. I don't know what his function was, but he always came with a horse. He looked like a black cowboy from like the 1800s, honestly. Um, I had a woman, I don't know if her name was Henrietta. I forgot her name, but she looked like she was from like the 1930s. Like she was heavy chested. She was a black woman. I had like a little white Englishman. I had like it just depends. I know the white Englishman was like a surgeon, like health. So I don't know, like they all got different functions, or they all got like different things that they do. And depending on like how you elevate, like your spirit guides can change too. Like I don't see Ka anymore. I haven't seen Ka in years. You know, a lot of them I haven't seen in years. And sometimes I'll see them and sometimes I don't. As far as ancestors go, sometimes when doing mediumship readings, one to step through and that one to bring other ones through. So they're like the connector. Um, like for a lot of people, they'll say my grandmother will come through, but they like kind of connect everybody. And also when somebody in my family is getting ready to pass away, my grandmother will come to them in a dream and be like, "Hey, I'm about to come get so and so." So
Mm,
it might one might step through and she or he might bring other people through and stuff like that. But I don't know if I would consider it like a hierarchy more than like a purpose.
okay.
Like what are they there for?
Okay. So I got some work doing that because right now I only know, and all of them have been Caucasian. So don't be
Mine's
laughing
have
at
been
me,
like all
Joy.
right. I have this one who she never seems to go anywhere. And she has this I don't even quite know if she's a spirit guide. I don't know who she is. I don't know who, but she's with me quite a bit. And I always tend to call her Olive or Olivia because she wears green. I don't even know if that's her name, but that's just the name I call her. She answers to it. But she has this like fiery red hair. And every time I see her, she'll wear like these. She kind of remind me of like 16th and 17th century royalty. Like she always wears these gowns, these elegant gowns, but they be like they're always like an emerald green. But the place that I go to see her is weird. It's like it's just like white. It's nothing there. It's just white. It's just all white. It's just nothing there. And she'll just be sitting there looking at me. And her stare is just so intense. But I know she's benevolent. She looks scary. Like she'll chop off my head or something, but she's very like I almost feel like she is me or I'm her. Like we the
Mm.
same person. And and I'll be sometimes when I used to meditate, I'll sit there with her and I'll be like, I'll think like there's no windows in here. And then she'll look to the side and then a window will appear on the wall. Or like a window will be out of nowhere. And then I'll look outside and it'll be a whole bunch of green hills. But I remember I'll have my heart broken and it was somebody that I was in this toxic cycle with. It was a horrible psychic cycle. And I remember I told her, I said, you know what, I'm ready. I'm ready to renegotiate this contract or sever this contract. And next thing you know, she appeared, and then it was like another guy there, and he was there, and we was literally sitting there negotiating the contract. I was basically telling them like, I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to do this another lifetime. I think I've learned my lesson. This is it. And just negotiating like, a different way versus all the damn pain and the hurt, my human self was dealing with. But I remember that, and shortly after I negotiated that contract, it ended with that person,
Mm.
and I never felt the same again.
So how was your week?
So, mm. My week, it was challenging. I didn't have any paranormal activity, but that's because on Halloween I was drunk, and all my senses were dulled anyway. We went out, we partied
Well,
all
that's a good. That's probably a
weekend,
good thing.
so I can't say I really. And for me, paranormal activity happens unless something real is happening. It's my norm. But I remember one day I was driving home from work. This was either today, or it may have been Friday or today. I was driving home and I saw something in my peripheral open up. It was like a red streak. Then it opened. It was light, and something stepped through and passed by, and it closed. So it was like something that passed by, which I see things pass by my peripheral a lot. And I know it's like maybe other dimensional or otherworldly or whatever, but to actually see like the opening form, it was like, have you ever saw the movies where they'll take like a sword and they'll just slice down and they'll
Mm-hmm.
open something up? And it was
Mm-hmm.
just like, it just like slid, sliced down, it was red, and then it opened, light shone through in like a figure, but they went through so fast it looked like a shadow. It was like, then it closed up. And I noticed that while I was driving. I was like, what's that? But besides that, no, I did have a dream last night. I had a dream that this man wanted me to help his wife make something work. And he had a red stick and a yellow stick, and I kept clicking them together and I couldn't get them to work. And he was this old Caucasian man, and he was like, "Oh, you can't help me. You can't help me." So then he was going to fire me, and I was standing in this bathroom and I was mad, like he had to fire me, and I know I can make it work. I don't know what I was doing for this lady because she was like dying. She was real sick, and those sticks were going to heal her. And I remember in the dream I was talking to spirit, and I was like, "Tell me how to heal her." And next thing you know, something fell on the floor. And when I looked on the floor, it was my hair oil. So I picked up my hair oil and I started like putting it on my scalp and massaging my scalp. And then after that, I had the sticks in the bathroom with me. I looked at it and I noticed that the red one made a sound and the yellow one made a different sound from the red one. So when I picked them up and I moved them, they made certain sounds, and I could tell by the sound whether I was moving it right or moving it wrong.
Mm.
So then when I walked into the other room, it was filled with all these color sticks, and they each different color had like a different sound to it, like a sound wave. And I was able to see the sound waves, and I was able to move them in certain ways to produce the sound that I needed. And then I remember walking up the driveway and I told the man, like, I figured out how to help your wife. And I said, each color represents a sound wave. And I started moving the sticks, and it was like this harmonious sound. And next thing you know, like, it started up like, have you ever seen like you know when people be cutting the grass with the hedge trimmer and they pull and they go. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like I was moving the wands and it was making this harmonious. Then they started shaking like they started. And then they pointed up and they pulled me into the woman's room, and I was just waving the wands over her bed, making the music. And then she started to like move like she wanted to open her eyes, and then I woke up. So I didn't see like
Mhm.
what else happened. I am missing a lot of bits and pieces of the dream. Those parts I remember.
Well, that's what's up.
But that's pretty much it. Mhm.
So, are we going into with Joy
So
dropping in the group chat? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go
I
ahead, Jay.
wanted to go back to your reading, your dream, not your reading, your dream with the snakes.
Okay.
I'm just wondering. Let's see what Google got to say. I don't usually take everything that Google say when it comes to dreams, because our dreams are individual to us. Are you afraid of snakes?
Abso-freaking-lutely.
Oh, so it says that dreaming of dead snakes generally symbolize the end of a difficult period, a conquered fear, or a transformation. So
Hmm.
that's actually not a bad dream.
Well, that
It can
makes sense.
also, I think this one's for you. It just stuck out to me because your ancestor was there. It says resolution of deep rooted issues. The dream may reflect a resolution of underlying problems, fears, or deceptions you have been dealing with.
Okay. See, I've been doing some work. What did I just say last
Because
one?
whenever I see ancestors, I always think roots. Roots. We were talking about
Mm.
shadow work. Remember, you've been doing a lot
Yeah,
of
that's what
work.
I'm saying. Like, remember the last
So
week I
maybe
was
that
saying,
dream
like,
was symbolic of telling you. Hmm.
I also
I
think
think
it was
that's
telling
your
something else.
dream was a way of telling you that you're doing the right thing.
Okay, that works. But they don't have to keep waking me up at 3 o'clock to tell me that.
Let me tell you something.
but
Tell
but
them
I'm
not
not
to wake you
complaining.
up. Tell them not to wake you up and be firm about it. Say, don't wake me up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
So make you laugh. Well, I say laugh, but I will say Saturday, Saturday, because I went and spent time with family. So your daily message definitely was on point. I had to go spend time with my 91-year-old great aunt who called me at 9:30 at night talking about where you been at. I haven't seen you. So I wanted to go spend some time with her on Saturday. But when
Hmm.
I got home, because it was such a long day, I literally once I took got ready for bed, I said out loud, "Look here, I need sleep tonight. Don't wake me up." And I did not wake up. So, um,
See,
yeah,
you control your domain.
I definitely was like, "Do not wake me up." But I'll talk about that offline. It was something I was going to ask, but I
Hmm.
don't. I'll talk about that offline. But
Okay.
thank you for the confirmation. I definitely felt it was something. But I also took it as because my pop, we already know like what he is to me. He's definitely one of my biggest protectors. And one of the last times I communicated with him, they've been telling me to practice patient. They working on stuff. So I also took that as him letting me know, like, see, I told you I'm working on stuff, moving stuff out the way. So yeah, but it definitely had me scared. But I walked through it, but I just never, because if y'all remember, was it 2 weeks ago? I was walking to my car, leaving work, and I literally saw a dead snake. Like it was like a baby, oh, that long. Um, it was a dead snake. It was looked gray, but yeah. So I even saw one on person within the last 2 weeks walking home. So to see that and then see more in my dream, and then especially that big one. I don't know what the hell the big one is, but I'm grateful. Gratitude for getting that shit up out my way. Cause that shit was huge, like huge. So yeah, but thank you for the confirmation. Definitely.
No problem.
So we going to do because let's see, looking at the time, and are we going into what Joy dropped in the group chat, or we doing readings?
We can talk about what Joy dropped in the group chat. Something a little different.
All right, Miss Julia's connection. You want to start us off?
Hell, heck, I don't even remember. 'Cause I told you I screenshotted that and then sent it and didn't even read it. Um, so
You want? I mean, I
so
got it up. Read about it, but if
yeah, so the story, from my understanding, from what I can gather, is the missing. I was on Facebook and I saw a missing young lady, um, or teenager who it's been missing since last week. From my understanding, she was trying to ask her mama to send her an Uber. That she didn't feel safe where she was at. And it's been no resolution, or she hasn't been found since then. Is that the gist of it?
mm-hmm.
Hmm. Her name
Yeah, that's the
is
gist of it. So
Aria.
Aria. Mm-hmm.
Larry.
What do y'all feel around it?
Yeah.
So um, I'll just go and say what I saw earlier. Someone's trying to come through right now. But when I looked at it in the group chat earlier today, and I saw her picture, what I saw was her being hit in the head with something and like falling over. Um, and uh, I believe the person had on black gloves, but I could see their size. Like they were big, but they were tall.
So you think she's deceased?
I do feel that she's deceased.
Okay. And what else she say?
I saw the person, but when I saw the hands, it looks like they had on gloves. But they like blunt force trauma. Like I literally saw like her get hit in the head, and I saw her head go over, um, and then fall down. I don't know. Um, mm, um, I feel like she was placed into something, but right now I have too much. It's a lot of information coming through right now. There's someone here, so
Mm-hmm.
um
Okay.
yeah, which I got. Mm, don't
Take some
laugh
deep
at me.
breaths. Why would I laugh at you?
Y'all
Get some
supposed to be
water.
laughing. Whew.
Just make sure you drink you some water, babe.
And I just finished talking on my stories. Now y'all see how why I've been running from damn mediumship.
Joy.
What do I feel? Or sense? Like I'm trying to decipher. This is my thing. I'm trying to decipher on what I want not to be possible and what it is. Um, I don't know yet if I feel like she's deceased. Um, or not. But the weird thing is, I don't know if y'all noticed. All right, she would probably be around my daughter's age. Um, a little while ago, my candle been jumping like crazy. I literally saw someone walk past here as if it was like my daughter's. I was like, "What?" I'm like, "Where did she go?" Um, like I don't know. So I almost feel like she's probably deceased. And I think she may be present for some reason. I'm pulling towards my wrist though. I feel like if she's not deceased or she is, um, they may have had her tied up or it may be something with the wrist because my wrist is starting to hurt. I don't know why around here. Um, may have had her situated um there. Um, I feel like whoever car she was in was a red vehicle. Is what I saw when I first saw the post. I saw a red vehicle that she got into. It looked like I'm not gonna say a sedan, but I'm gonna say like a medium body car um there. And I feel like whoever she was with, she knew who she was with. The person is or she may have had knowledge of who she was with is what I feel. Um or like the person been watching her, if that makes sense. Um Dang, I feel like she might be deceased, but I don't want that to be. I want her to be found. But yeah, it's kind of heavy. Um, I feel a little bit heavy from it. So
Okay. Um, if she is deceased, I'm not picking up on it. So I'm not sure. Like she's not stepping. There's no energy stepping through as a spirit that I would have enough proof to identify as her. Um, I do think she's a tragic young lady who has gotten herself caught up in a toxic relationship. I do feel like there's some physical abuse and mental and emotional abuse. But I also feel like she was troubled before she ran away or before she left. Like it may have been, and it don't have to always be issues at home, but it could have been, or she could have had some, maybe some behaviors and stuff like that. I was a wild teen, so I can kind of identify with her energy at that age. But I'm not feeling a spirit that is deceased at this moment right now. So right now at this moment at 8:54 p.m. Eastern time on November the 3rd, I don't feel like she's deceased. Do I feel like she's safe? No,
Mm.
but I don't feel like she's deceased. She hasn't stepped through for me. But things like this, every medium has their strength, and I'm not always the best with that. Being able to decipher whether a spirit is alive or whether they passed away. Sometimes it's very clear to me, and sometimes it isn't. But like Joy said, sometimes I have a bias with that because she's a troubled young girl, and I just have a soft heart for young females like that. So it could be that a part of me want her to be okay. They want her family to find her, want her family to bring her home. But as of now, I'm not feeling the energy. She's not stepping through for me, and it could be my bias that's blocking it. So I don't know. Mm.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah,
whatever it
definitely
is, or
feel some
wherever
abuse.
it is,
Definitely feel
find
some abuse.
information.
So that might be why I feel like my wrist or my arm, like this, like somebody hit me right here. My arms, like I might got beat up. I don't know how to describe it. Oh, but yeah.
But I feel like she's a fighter herself. So I don't feel like she just sat there and let her ass get whooped. I feel like
Yeah,
she
me.
looking back now. All right. She's a fighter. She's strong. So she's still out there. I know she's fighting. I also feel like she's smart too. So she may be strategically trying to find a way out. I don't think she's like the type to just give up. She don't give me the energy of she has a fighter's energy. And that's just what I feel.
Mhm.
Because when I look, and that's why I keep looking up, I'm trying to see. I don't. Mm-mm. She ain't coming through for me.
Yeah. I would say if she does come back home, hopefully her family sees it, or at some point, I feel like the family probably would need to sit down and have a conversation with her and nurture her. Like Jazz said, it may not even be anything that the family was doing, going place in the family, but it may be of just some issue that she may not have been able to communicate with the family, or lack of um nurture. I did pull a card, and that's the first card that came up was nurture. But maybe something that she felt like maybe she's being overseen somewhere and filling in some voids that way. Alright,
Mm.
that was cool. We send our prayers to her and her family.
Yeah.
That was
Who y'all? My head
heavy.
hurt bad. Ooh,
Huh?
You said your head hurt
my
bad.
head hurt real bad. Ooh.
You okay?
Mm-hmm. If it's not, it's well, as we know, we the light, but I definitely got more than one spirit over here. But my whole right side
Who
is
is it?
cold and my head hurt.
Do you want to open up and communicate?
Mm-mm.
Sorry.
Here, see, rose red. I'm sorry, rose red.
No, ma'am. Don't laugh at me, Jazz. Right the way how I hear. You
I'm
know
not
what?
laughing
I'm
at
about to
you.
let me break down how I feel. Sorry, for everybody else, only these two want to understand. How I'm feeling right now is how I felt the first time I met Joy when we did that call. When you did that call. That's how I'm feeling right now. Actually, I'm feeling a little bit worse.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
glad. The man's feel like it's a man,
whew.
whoever is trying to come through.
Oh shit. Hold on, y'all.
I
Cause
just feel
last
like you
time I
should
did
take the
this,
message.
huh?
You'll feel much better after you take. I feel like if you take the message, you'll feel much better after you take it. They'll leave you alone.
You really gonna put me on the spot? I'll say it later.
No, baby, you don't have
But right now I
to.
can't hear. Right now, my
It,
head hurt. My head hurt real bad.
it's all right. It's all right. You're probably a bit overstimulated. I mean, we just got done talking about something. We just got done talking about something heavy. My daughter's funny. But we just got done talking about something heavy, so I can understand why you can feel tired. We don't have to. You don't have to connect if you don't want to. You might need a moment.
I need a moment because it's not just one person
Okay.
here, and
Okay.
I'm being stubborn right now because this the stuff that they were talking about, and yeah, I don't want to see the lineup right now. Mm-mm, no, but my hair hurts.
Okay.
Really. Actually, I'm
Is
gonna tell
there
you
any
how
is there
right now.
anything you guys want to share before we conclude the episode? Yeah.
I hope y'all been enjoying our stories and Jazz's daily messages because they definitely have been on point. So definitely be sure to check those out. And I'm proud of Joy for dropping her video
I'm
on
trying to
how.
work on my consistency because I suck at that.
Man, you've been doing good.
You've been doing good, Jazz.
Right.
Gonna be like you, girl.
Trying
Right. You've
to
been
be like,
doing excellent.
I'm trying because y'all know me. I'll go quiet for a while there.
Now it balances itself out, So where I'm like, dang, I shouldn't have dropped my story the same time, well, the same day you dropped the message. But no, you've been doing fine.
Mm.
But definitely let us know how
Yeah.
y'all been.
Look, their time, their time to come out. They're just time. So they're just gonna come out when they come out. And your stories and my little message, they're two totally different things. I love your stories.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I love it. We don't have to like pick, different times. You want to post something, post it, baby. Put it out there.
Well, you know what the how to do the
Yeah.
algorithm. I can't post the same day on both of my pages. I got like post one day over here and post on mine, then post on our page. So I've been trying to be mindful of that.
You're so
IG isn't as
organized.
strict as TikTok though.
Such
TikTok
a
is the one.
Cappy.
No, you said what?
You such a Cappy. You so organized.
Not all the time. Not all the time,
I
but
post over here one day on my page.
now because TikTok is strict on the algorithm. I'm learning, so I can't post like my videos on both our pages at the same time. I don't know why, but because I'm new to this, y'all. I just got TikTok this year. Don't judge me.
You know what? I create videos for my page and then videos for our page. I just do them separate because I don't understand this algorithm stuff. I don't even care no more. I'm just trying to get if I got a message to give, I'm just gonna give it.
Hmm.
It's just too much trying to figure out for me, for my Sagittarian brain. It's just too much trying to figure out when to post, when not to post, what time to post, how the camera's supposed to look. Just I'm just gonna say what the hell I got to say.
Mhm.
And it works because
Yeah,
what? It reaches who it's supposed to reach. So that's on that.
that part. I don't care if it reaches one person and one person feel it. I'm happy that that one person felt it.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Agreed. Agreed.
Joy, I see your gears. Your gears are turning. What's on your mind? What's on your mind?
I'm trying not to go into it. Well, whoever the man is probably over there messing with Tiara. Well, she got a couple of them. There is a Larry. I don't know who the Larry is for. He's tall, dark skinned. I don't know his age. I heard 47. Um,
How did he die?
I don't know if he died in a car accident or if he was in a car accident and then had complications. afterwards. Um, I think he was in a car accident. And something happened with his leg, and because I think he had other ailments. I think he had diabetes. That's what I heard. Diabetes. Um, whatever went on with his leg may have caused an infection somewhere. From the car crash. I don't know who he is. I'm trying to see who he relates to.
Because I mean, I had an uncle named Larry that passed away when he was 47. That's not how he died, but I don't know much about him, so I don't know if he was in a car accident or he had any health issues. I wouldn't be able to confirm that.
Okay.
But that's not like what took his life. But he was about that age, between 47 and 50 when he died.
Okay.
I think he was 47. He passed away.
Mhm.
I didn't know him, never met him, weren't
Yeah, man.
close.
That was on your dad's side or your mom's side?
Mm-mm. It's my mom's brother.
Your mom's brother. Okay.
Hmm.
See, like I said, when we get together, our energy be high. Y'all just saw that in real time. Okay.
And whoever Shirley is, well, I can, yeah. Shirley.
Shirley,
Sorry. Shirley, Sherlin.
Shirley's mom.
Oh,
I have
okay.
an aunt named Shirley.
Okay.
Oh, look at the reverse of last episode. Jazz, now your people coming in.
Mhm.
Oh, my hater. Mm.
And then a younger, well, it's like three people. I don't know. Tiara, why you want to bring them all in? I don't know who the cousin is. It's a cousin, it's the
I,
younger cousin. Um,
Exactly. I
a
did
cousin what?
nothing.
it's a younger cousin though. Who's also
Female or male?
okay, I'm gonna describe it. So I feel like it's a female, but they may have dressed been tomboyish, if it makes sense. Um,
Mhm.
trying to see if I can
I'm
get
sorry,
them
y'all. I'm
in.
hungry. My food.
Okay, so I'm trying to see if they have anything to say.
Can you tell me more about my cousin, the tomboy?
All right, I can. I'm gonna only show you what I see. Or she's showing me. Um, it's like a. It looked like a baby picture, right? But it's a baby. I don't know if it was crib. It couldn't have been the crib that she's showing me. So I see you, Jazz, in this baby picture. I almost feel like she's older, or if not older, around the same age. Um, she looking down on you though. You got these two little ponytails. You can't be no more than like two or three. It looks like. Um, and this little church little outfit. Um, it might not even been a church outfit, but it's a dress that got like these little ruffles on it. Um, hurry up, Allison. I want to say I don't know if she was heavy or not, but she's telling me no, she's not. It's the way she's like, no, I'm not heavy, but she looks thick, if that makes sense. Um, I would say no more than about 5'3", 5'4". She doesn't seem to be really tall. Um, she mentioned something about Apple Jacks. I don't know what that means, but I'm just gonna say it. Apple Jacks or some type of jacks. I don't know what the heck that is. Um, or is she talking about jacks like the guard or jacks they used to play? Um, can I get anything else? She doing her hands like this as to be like, whoa, whoa. I don't know. I'm just trying to like, whoa, whoa. This how she look. Like, whoa, whoa. Like that's something that maybe she did. I don't know. Like, whoa, whoa, you speak too much on that. Or I don't know. It's me a show. But I think that's all I got. I don't know if there's any messages. I feel like they are just around just because they could come through. You know someone named EJ or E Ebony EJ E.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I do.
Okay. I don't want to show me that. I'll tell you what she said. I came through and said my piece. Or well, I came through to show I was here. Peace. Like they walked out.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know what the world, but that's all.
All right, let me give you some confirmation.
Okay.
So Larry is my uncle. It's my mother's brother. I know he had a heart attack and that's what took him, but I don't know anything about a car accident though. But we wasn't close. My mom barely talked to him. I don't know anything
Mhm.
about him. My aunt Shirley is my mom's sister. She was the most recent sibling to die. Uh, she's passed away. I'm not gonna tell you why she passed away, how she passed away, because we might bring her up later, and I want you to see what you see.
Uh-huh.
And then the third person was my cousin Quanda. So Quanda was she was older than me, so she was 45 when she passed away. I know what ruffled dress you're talking about. When you said jacks, she did teach me how to play jacks, but the when you drop the ball and grab the little silver things, jacks, she taught me
Mhm.
how to play jacks. I used to go to New York and stay for the summer, and she taught me all that stuff, how to play jacks, how to double dutch, all that other stuff. She taught me that stuff. She was tomboyish and she was big. She was not 5'3". She was 6'2". So she wasn't like a
Oh.
heavy set woman, but she was big. She was very tall and she was thick, very strong. She very feminine. She had a husband, she had some kids, but she had a lot of masculine energy. And from when I remember, she used to she knew how to fight. So they grew up in the projects in New York, and she rumble with you now. She'll rumble. Um, so Ebony is a classmate that I went to school with. Now she's about 5'2", 5'3". She's little and she's on the heavier side. So I'm wondering if that's who you was picking up on. This would be the first time she's ever come through a reading because we were our mothers were friends and our brothers played football together. So we were like close friends for a little bit, but our personalities were so different. We just kind of like when we never really remained close friends. But she passed away very very unexpectedly, and she had a lot of friends and it was very painful for a lot of people. She's very popular.
Mhm.
So
Mhm. Lord, thank you. Gotta make sure I'm pulling them apart. Now you feel relieved, Tiara or Rose Red? Oh no, okay, that didn't help.
I just put my candle out though.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, guys, that's our time. We're at roughly an hour, 5 minutes, 12 seconds. So thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate it. We love all of y'all. Thank you for everyone who has stuck through us through season 1 and season 2. We greatly appreciate y'all. Peace, everyone.
See you
Thank
next
y'all.
week.